It's time. It's time to talk about Gator again. Now, why do we even bother talking about Gator? Because he really is so pathetic, so insignificant, so useless, untalented, boring, unfunny, unlistenable. He's just garbage. He is human filth. He is trash. That actually is such a high degree of trash, such a wretched, loathsome piece of filth and refuse upon the floor, that he looks up to the gun as his god and his guru, and as the man who he will follow in life, defend to the end this piece of fucking shit's honor. This alcoholic, trailer trash, redneck, pill-popping, abusive, loon, felon, fraud, phony, however you want to put it, that is Ethan Ralph, the wretched, loathsome pawn scum, vermin, trash, that is Shannon Gaines, that is Gator, the Gamer Gator. Ooh, genius. The Gamer Gator. Why are we even talking about him? You've talked about him before. You've embarrassed him before. We've got him to rage before. Do a push-up, PPP. I'm with Fagmenko. By the way, Gator, since we're on BitChute now, you are a faggot. A fucking piece of shit faggot, lower than pawn scum faggot, who literally licks the fucking putrid mix of shit and cum out of the gunt's asshole. You lick it up, you slurp his fucking gunt crease fucking disgrace, and then you get up inside his asshole and lick out Worski's cum mixed with fucking Ralph's shit, his putrid fucking Impossible Whopper shits, with the fucking Kraft single he brought from home. God only knows if he's eaten a burger out of the trash in the last couple days, and you're just fucking licking down that shit and cum. God only knows, Gator, you fucking weirdo faggot degenerate that you are. We're talking about Gator because Gator flagged my video, the Aqualad video, down off YouTube. Now this initially was only a warning. 2 videos got taken down at once. The 100 chicken nugget finale where I puke, which it used to be okay to puke on YouTube. There were a lot of challenge channels that did it. YouTube changed the rules. I knew what the rules were, and I said, fuck the rules. I don't care about your fucking bullshit rules. I care about being able to express myself to my full capabilities. Until I end up in the correctional facilities like Ralph. Fuck. And so fuck them. And so I left it up, and eventually it did get a strike. It got a warning. And the Gator video went down at the same time. They both went down as a warning. And I figured, fuck, Gator's at it. He's flagging. Or it might not have been Gator. Given the benefit of the doubt, say, could have been some other group trying to blame Gator for it. But the reality is it was Gator. It was Gator being bumhurt. We know he's seen it. We know how upset Gator is. How much it bothers him that people make fun of him online. Gator just can't turn off the phone or close down his computer. Gator has to cry. So who knows? It went down. But now 2 weeks later, or a week later, 3 weeks later, whatever it was, now it's suddenly the Gamer Gator video, the Aqualad video, has now come down as the first strike on the channel. So I'm banned for a week from uploading. This is going to be the death of the PPP channel. BitChute sucks, but we're here for right now. So fuck you, Gator, for flagging down the video, for getting PPP banned for a week. It's the same sort of shit that Mundane Matt did, that you guys criticize him for, that you make your whole name off fucking Mundane Matt, and shitting on Mundane Matt for the same sort of stuff you guys do. And I mean, the proof is so self-evident that you guys do this. I mean, just last week, Ralph was bragging about how he's going to flag JF, how other people should flag JF and take his videos down because he attacked Fuentes or whatever. Who even knows if any of that actually happened, that JF did anything? You know, all he's saying is, I hate that bastard Nick Fuentes because he fucked with me and I fuck with him and we're in a war, and when it comes down to it, I'll do whatever it takes to beat him. And it shouldn't have even got to that point anyway, which shows how retarded Fuentes and JF and pretty much everybody in that sphere is at this point, because all they do is just fucking stab each other in the back. But fucking Gator, Gator, he's guilty. He's guilty, but he's not even the man who sticks the dagger in people's backs. You know what I mean? It's Ralph who does it, and Gator just works on his behalf as his little sniveling sidekick minion. And again, that was the whole point of the Aqualad video, is that Gator is just a sidekick. He's just a little minion, just a little bitch, just a Robin. But he's not even as cool as Robin, because at least Robin's with Batman. You know what I mean? You know, instead, fucking Gator is the sidekick to Ethan fucking Ralph. That's how low it is. You're the B-tide, the B-side, the subservient, the sidekick, the beta to the alpha male, the Ralpha male. That's Shannon's life. That's Gator's life. He works at the fucking grocery store. For minimum wage. He works for free on Ralph's show, putting in, 20, 30 hours a week? You know, probably putting in almost more hours there for free than he gets paid $7 an hour at the grocery store for. That's Shannon's life. And the only thing that gives him any sort of satisfaction in his whole life is that there are a few people on Discord who associate with him and pretend to be his friends, because he's the sidekick to an alcoholic retard who had a few guests on sometime a year or two ago on a show that they kind of liked, and because they're neats and they have nothing else, they attach to it. And that's your only meaningful feedback interaction that gives you any joy in life. And Gator's so broke from his shitty $7 an hour job that fucking Gator's $300 short on rent. And after putting in hundreds, if not thousands of hours, of hard work and audio and soundboarding, he asks Ralph for $300 measly fucking dollars, which Ralph grants. Here you go, Gator, I'll loan you the $300. He doesn't even just, you know what, Gator, here's like $1,000 because you're my best pal. You've been with me forever. Pay your rent. Go do something nice. You've done a lot for the show. Here's $1,000. Don't ever mention it again. No, it's Gator. I'm gonna loan you $300, Gator, and boy, that better be on my desk in 2 weeks, Gator. What the fuck? What sort of friendship is this? This is not a friendship. This isn't even employer-employee. This is just like master and slave. The dynamic is strange. It's abhorrent and weird. It's fucked. And then, on top of this, he has the balls then to shit on Gator and say, I loaned you that $300, you would have been homeless without me, in public, so that idiots like me can take shots at you forever about it. Remember, if it wasn't for Ethan Ralph, I wouldn't be on camera talking to you right now. Remember, if it wasn't for Ethan Ralph, you might have actually put all those thousands of hours of work and effort and time. You might have taken that and put it into a skill or an education or something useful, or at least something that might have improved your station in life, but instead you're fucking stuck as a leech on the grizzled, grotesque gunt of Ethan Ralph. That's your life, pal. It's fucked. I don't know how much more to explain to you. I can get bombastic. I can call you a faggot. I can shit all over how just how useless you are, how any solo effort you've ever tried outside of the Ralph Retort has failed, how your Gator Gamer channel on YouTube is a dead channel with no viewership, how nothing you've ever done has succeeded in life, how even the co-hosts who joined 2-3 months ago, Bibble now has surpassed you, has his own show with Ralph on Saturdays where he gets paid. But you never got paid. So he has usurped you, even though you're the longest tenured host, because he's better than you. And you're honestly just sitting there and taking it. Just taking it like a bitch. Yeah, Bibble's better than me. Thank you, Ralph, for just giving me the opportunity to serve you as your loyal servant. This is where he's at. This is the Gator Gamer's mentality. And it's sad. It's fucking crippling. And I've seen this with people in real life who they have no drive. They have no ambition. They have no sense of pride about themselves. No sense of perseverance. No sense of will. No sense of discipline. And they're just betas. And, they're sharp. They're smart guys, but they're just fucked. And they just latch themselves onto some mediocrity, some fucking sub-mediocrity of a person that has confidence or has some charisma to them, is in some slight position of power, like a fucking middle manager or something, like lower management at like a shitty fast food place or a call center or a fucking auto deal, places like this where they just suck up to that little authority. And even though it's pathetic and sad and it means nothing, they get off on trying to leech from this alpha personality's authority. It fucking boggles the mind. But these people exist, and I've met them, and they're fucking tragedies. And I've tried to help them, I've tried to save them. But every single one of them goes down the same fucking self-destructive path of codependency and failure. Because they tie all their goals and dreams and aspirations in life to another person who really doesn't give a fucking shit about them in the end, who doesn't give a fuck, who will just nail you to the cross, fucking throw you under the bus at the first opportunity, and make money and laugh while they do it. And it will happen to you, Gator, just like it happened to Rand a couple weeks ago, just like it happens to Andy, just it happens to everybody who associates with the noxious shit stain on the underpants of humanity. That's fucking Ethan Ralph. And I don't know how much more clear and vivid I can paint this picture of just a fucking parasite. I mean, you've seen the film Parasite. You're the best picture winner, haven't you? You're a member of the cultured and elite class who has the time to watch all the foreign kids. That's who you are, right? Anyway, you've seen Parasite. You've seen that fucking wretched man in the basement, living off table scraps, banging his fucking head into a light switch in honor and praise of the great man upstairs who allows him to fucking eat his table scraps he doesn't even know. That's Gator. That's Gator. But he's worse than the fucking parasite in Parasite. Because the parasite in Parasite at least is looking up to a respected engineer of virtual technology who's an important person, who brings in a massive income, who's well respected, who has a family with children. Gator looks up to Ethan Ralph. That's got to be a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? Your ceiling in life is beneath someone else whose ceiling in life is so low that they're a felon and a pill popper and an alcoholic that's childless and doesn't have a job and only subsists through a shitty internet show that's not even on YouTube, but that's on D-Live, some awful Chinese cryptocurrency scam. And that person in life, as high as they can climb, which is very low, Gator is subterranean beneath that, for he is the servant to that man. The parasite, really, because he doesn't really contribute anything. Anyone could do his job. He's a fucking monkey. He plays a fucking soundboard and gives the most boring and basic take and pretends he's Jim. Anyone can do that. And at the end of the day, that's probably what bothers Gator, is he knows how, replaceable he is in just a single second. Ralph can have him gone. And it won't bother Ralph one bit. He'll shit on him, make fun of Gator every show, turn all the fans against Gator. Gator will have nothing. Ralph will continue on lazing about, barely making his show, waking up 10 minutes before the show. He'll have some other pay piggy beta fulfill Gator's role of preparing the whole show for him. And that's it. And Gator, your loyalty means nothing. Your loyalty means nothing. I'm telling you this sincerely. Your loyalty means nothing to him. And you will be betrayed. You will be stabbed in the back by the gun. And you should have seen it coming. And once it happens, there's no recovery for you. And I'm praying for you, pal. I'm praying that you see the error of your ways, that you get away from him, that you do something else productive in your life. Get off the internet, maybe. Honestly, get off. Get off. Get off, Gator. It's time, man. You're too deep. Listen to me. I'm trying to get through to you, Gator. You're in too deep. Shut it down. Do something else. Find something else in life, because it's going to fuck you over, man. Just try and leave there on the best terms you can. Even though you're leaving, maybe Ralph won't even let you leave, and that might be the saddest thing. Maybe Ralph has imprisoned Gator in this servitude by blackmailing him, while at the same time thinking that he can just discard Gator away at any time. It's like, I have Gator enslaved to me for as long as I want, and then I can destroy him with the blackmail material, kick him off the show whenever he's a liability, or whenever I'm bored of him, or whenever I don't think he's done a good enough job polishing my balls, and bring in a beta. And that's the reality of Shannon's life, is that he is not the captain of his fate and the master of his soul. He is a slave. And a man chooses and a slave obeys. And Gator, you have the choice to be a man, and choose, Gator. Choose to do something else with your life. Choose to actually become, to overcome, to be a winner. But you won't. And it's not to say that you could be something really great, Shannon. All I'm saying is that you might just not totally suck at life. You might, eventually find a girlfriend, eventually get a decent paying job, and get through life without too much bullshit, man. And that's all you can really hope for. And that's what I hope you take away from this, Gator, because I know you're listening. I know you're still here, Gator. Get a life. Get a real life. Enjoy things. Don't spend 30, 40 hours a week on kiwi farms and on cow and doing damage control for this man. The same thing goes for Flamenco and others. It's just pathetic. It's just fucking sad. When will it end? When will it end? The question of when isn't as relevant as how, because we know the result. We know what the choices are going to be. It's going to end in tragedy. It's going to be a worse tragedy than probably Andy Worski when it comes to Ralph and Gator. I can only really see them ending up in suicides. Tragic, fucking horrific, awful suicides in middle age, just broken, crippled, fucked up, degenerate individuals who have no spirituality about them, who are probably doomed to the pits of hell, who are probably going to be tortured for all eternity by demons and Satan himself. They had a miserable life on this world, and they're going to have a miserable life for all eternity. And, please pray, audience, pray. Pray for these guys, because they do genuinely need help. It's sad, and they have to go after people like me, because it makes them so upset that I'm just that much better than them. It makes them that upset that they have to go out and flag down videos and try and dox me and try and ruin my life. I'm still here. I'm still smiling. And you, Gator, are nothing but a tragedy, man.